Hey guys, welcome to the Homestead. So what we're going to do today is show you a really super easy food source that you can do on your homestead that's not going to take a lot of time, it's not going to be a lot of trouble, a lot of maintenance. They're really easy to grow, and that is mushrooms. So what you see here and what you've seen probably in the past on our videos is some shiitake mushrooms that we have grown over close to by the chicken coop. There's some really good shady areas over there, and so that's where we grew them. So I have a bunch over there, and then I also have a few new stacks over here. These are white oak logs, and they are inoculated with shiitake mushroom mycelium. And it's cool because some of them you can already see the mycelium starting to grow around where the inoculations took place that we put inside the logs. And so that is really good. We did this last summer, and we're hoping that by the time spring comes around for the next year, we should be able to get a bunch of shiitake mushrooms. Now, shiitake mushrooms are really, if you buy these in the store, they're kind of expensive. I mean, they're not cheap, and they are just a kind of a delicacy type food source. And so one of the things I like about having our own homestead is that we can grow a lot of our own foods. When we butcher animals, we get the best cuts of meat because we're the ones doing the butchering. And because we're trying to overall lower our food bills, I want to grow the things that, that we like to eat, but also, that I wouldn't normally want to go out and buy at the store. So I can grow it here on my own homestead, lower my food bills all at the same time, and be able to eat really well, the foods I like to eat. So all great stuff. So we're going to be able to inoculate these. They're already inoculated, and next spring, hopefully this coming spring, we'll have some really good shiitake mushrooms. But we also put in wine cap mushrooms in our garden this year, something that's really easy to grow in your garden, especially if you're into lasagna layering. We'll talk about that as well. But I want to take you inside, and I want to show you a really cool catalog where you can begin to do this adventure yourself. If you want to get into growing things like shiitake mushrooms or wine cap mushrooms or all kinds of different types of mushrooms, even mushrooms in toilet paper. I said toilet paper. You can do that. Unused toilet paper. Unused toilet paper. You can do that. So I'm going to show you how to do that from a really great catalog that we were sent and a company that we have done business with. I think you also, and this is not an endorsement, they're not paying me to say this at all, but I think you'll really enjoy getting information from this catalog and being able to start your own projects on growing your own mushrooms. We at our homestead really like very easy, low maintenance methods of growing food, and that's what these are right here. So this is the catalog I wanted to come in and show you. This is from Field and Forest Products. This was sent to me after we ordered some wine cap mushrooms when we decided to expand the mushroom growing that we were going to do on the homestead. Already, again, we were doing the shiitakes, but now we're expanding into some others. And one of the things I really like about companies who put out a product, especially a product catalog like this, is when they include lots of added information that they don't necessarily have to add. But, they're making their products so much more to the consumer because they include so much information that actually teaches the consumer, what they need to know in order to have a successful outcome. So inside this catalog is just packed full of great information about, mushrooming, growing all kinds of mushrooms and working with different tools and what kind are better for what time of year, like spring, summer, fall, and winter, and all kinds of classifications that would interest someone who would be wanting to grow these. And so I really like catalogs that include just tons of information. So not only does a shopping, well, what happens is really the shopping experience turns into a learning experience. And so I really like that. So that's what you have here. You have a shopping experience by going through a catalog, seeing which mushrooms you might want to purchase, but at the same time, by reading this information that's included in the catalog, you're learning so much information. So you have shiitakes, all kinds of different types of shiitakes through here, and that you can order the plugs for. You can create your own spawn for. There's all kinds of great ideas here. They give you instructions and give you some ideas of different tools and ways to inoculate your logs. All that's included. Different tools that you might need. I mean, we didn't buy any of these special tools. We just used a drill and a drill bit that was the size of the dowels that came. to inoculate our logs. But if you wanted to, you could purchase the drill bits if you didn't have them already. And just, again, different tool sets like a wax and ways to mark the logs and just all kinds of things are in here. And so just a few things that I wanted to point out. Like here's some more information. Log maintenance and forest fruiting. This whole page is basically just information about different topics to help you become a successful grower in shiitakes. Then you have oysters and oyster mushrooms here. You have all kinds of tabletop kits. All kinds of different mushrooms. I'm not even familiar with these. I'm still learning and reading so much about all these different types of mushrooms here. That one looks really weird, but interesting nonetheless. And then, back over here on page 20, this is the thing I was talking about, the whole TP, toilet paper, where you take a roll of toilet paper and they send you a kit and then you can make your own mushrooms out of toilet paper. Really interesting. That's on page 20 of the catalog. And if you're interested, I'm sure you could just go to fieldforest.net, and they'll send you a catalog. And then on the last page here, or I think it's the second to last page, is what we have is the wine cap mushrooms. And this is what we ordered here. And I believe we ordered the 2 5.5 pound bags at $24 a piece. And we put that wine cap mushroom mycelium sawdust in our garden and to help inoculate our garden. And what this is going to do, it's really going to help the earthworms, good on the earthworms, and it's also going to help the plants. So the plants that grow around the garden, the tomatoes, the onions, the different pepper plants, we have all kinds of things that are growing. This really helps feed the root nodules of the plants. That's what mushrooms are beneficial for. So even if you don't eat the mushrooms, just having them in your garden is a true sign that you have a healthy garden soil to grow your plants in. So again, just wanted to let you all know that. I try to share information on our Homestead website. When we learn things, I want you guys to learn things. And really, growing mushrooms we have found so far to be low maintenance and very easy to do. You just basically drill the logs and forget it, and they come when it's time. You just have to keep an eye out. And there's ways where you can get more involved if you want to get more produce out of it. But really, if you just want to have that added benefit of having mushrooms at certain times of the year, it's a pretty simple, easy process to do, and one I would highly recommend getting into if you have the time and the desire. All right, we'll leave it at that. See you next time on the Homestead.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button below the video. It really means a lot to us. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Now you can support An American Homestead by becoming a patron. Visit patreon.com/AnAmericanHomestead to see all the benefits of becoming a patron of our channel. You'll get access to private videos, pictures, and even live question and answer sessions that you can participate in. Some patrons will even receive free gifts throughout the year from the Homestead. Visit patreon.com/AnAmericanHomestead to check it out and see the rewards of supporting our channel.